Okay. So yesterday we talked about ratios and proportions. And we took notes on how to solve a proportion. What's the one and only step that we need? Well, not the only step, but what's the very first thing I need to do in order to start solving this proportion? So what's the very first step I need in order to solve this first proportion? Cross multiply. Good. So when I cross multiply, I'm going to take 8 times 6. Dylan, what do I get when I take 8 times 6?
48.
And then I'm going to take 12 times A. What do you get? 12A. What do I put between these two numbers? Equal sign. So now I have a one-step equation that I need to solve for. So when we're solving for one-step equations, we always circle our variable. We draw a line of equality. So we want to get that variable by itself. Dylan, how do I get the variable by itself? We're going to divide by 12. So my 12s cancel on my right. Whatever I do to one side of the line of equality, I do to the other. So on my right side, I can bring down my variable A. On my left side, 48 divided by 12 is what? 4. That's the answer. That's it. Now, I'm going to warn you now. The second and the third one is going to be a little bit more difficult because we're going to have to round. In this set of directions, what's it tell me to round to? The hundredth. So if I have my decimal, then I have this place value, then this place value, then this place value, then this place value. Which color is the hundredth?
Blue.
The blue. So we're going to round to the hundredth spot, which is 2 places behind the decimal. We're going to use the number to the right to determine if that hundredth spot is going to round up or stay the same. When I say we're solving a proportion, what is a proportion? What is a proportion? It should be on your notes. Anybody. It should be on your notes. Okay, when 2 ratios are equal to one another. What's a ratio?
A comparison of 2 numbers using a.
Yeah, so a ratio is a comparison of 2 numbers. Vernell, give me an example of a ratio. What could a ratio be? How'd you hurt your foot? Playing what? Okay, so playing basketball. So say you're at that free throw line, and I say you're going to have 10 shots. How could we make a ratio using his free throws? He gets 10 shots. How about shots made out of total shots? Right? Can we do that? Yeah. Another ratio example of a ratio would be comparing boys to girls, blue eyes to brown eyes. Okay? So let's go ahead and solve this next one. Bobby, first thing I need to do. Do you need to take a day off? Okay. Kristen? You weren't here. Cheyenne?
I want to hear you.
A day off.
Yeah, I think I do because you were here. Because Miss Quant sent me that lovely spark about, what'd she call you? Loser face? Yeah. All right, Cheyenne, what do I do? Good. So she cross multiplied, except for you're not going to put B8. Always put your number, then your variable. And then you took 5 times 5, which equaled 25. So Cheyenne cross multiplied for me. Cheyenne, what do I do after I cross multiply?
Divide by 8.
Whoa, wait. What did I do before that?
Simply miracle.
Nisha, circle my variable. What else? Line of equality. Now, as Cheyenne said, I'm going to divide by 8 because I want to get that B by itself. My 8's cancel. I'm going to drop down. I'm going to put B equals, and I'm going to end up with a really long decimal. Do you have it on your calculator? Can you tell? Oh, that one's not super long. It's the next one. What is that, Dylan?
3.125.
Okay. Now, this is 3 and 125 thousandths. So I need to round it to the hundredth spot. So what number is in my hundredths place value? The 2. I look to the right. Is that number to the right of it 5 or greater?
Yes.
Yes. So that 2 cancels and becomes a 3. So my answer is going to be B equals 3.13. Who can read this number to me? Dylan?
3.
No. What do I say in place of point?
3 and 1300.
Good. Nice job. Any questions on that? Alright, last one. Alright, what's the first thing I'm gonna do here, Amaya?
You're gonna cross multiply your numbers.
Okay, so if I cross multiply 7 times b plus 2, how would I write that?
7 parentheses b plus 2.
In parentheses, right?
Yeah.
Equals, then what?
100.
Because you took 10 times 10, you got 100.
And then
Do we
you're
gotta do
gonna
the arrow thing?
Say what?
Do we gotta do the arrow thing? Like,
To show that you cross multiply. You don't have to.
and then you're gonna distribute.
Okay, let's go ahead and draw my line and circle my variable. And then distribute. When you distribute, what does that mean to do?
The 7b
So
and then the 7 plus
When you say that, which operation are you going to do?
2. Or
Operation add, subtract, multiply, or divide.
multiply.
Yeah, so 7 times b is
7b.
7 times positive 2,
14.
so positive 14. Then I just drop down my equal 100. What type of equation is this? Two-step, good. Amaya, what do I get rid of first to get the variable b by itself?
Plus 14, and you're going to change it to subtract 14. Oh, multiply.
When you do the opposite, what does that mean? What is that term called?
I don't
We talked about it yesterday.
so many terms.
2 words. When you're doing the opposite.
Inverse inverse.
Close. I'm going to combine you guys' 2 answers. Inverse operations. Okay, so on my left side, I'm going to bring down my 7b. On my right side, what's 100 minus 14?
8,
Okay. How do I get the b by itself?
7.
What about the 7?
Divided by
Divide it. So then b equals, what's that nice long decimal we get?
12.28571
Okay. Which number's in my 100th place value?
The 8.
Look to the right. Is that number 5 or greater? So that 8 goes to a
12.29.
good. So my answer is going to be b equals 12.29. Can you see that? No.
No.
I'm going to put my answer up over here, you guys, so you can see it. How would you read that number?
12 and 29 thousandths.
Not thousands,
100.
hundreds. Good. Nice job. Any questions? All right, go ahead and take your openers and pass them forward, please.